Welcome back to another episode of Be Bold, Maddie's Truth. So today I want to talk about dating. Let's be honest, dating sucks. Really, really does. And the reason why is because in today's era, sex has become easy to find. It has become the new thing. The strings attached. I just want to have fun. I don't want any commitment. This works for me. Sex buddies, same person. Don't have to worry about any diseases. But in the long run, those two end up turning out to be messy because we're human. We have feelings. And it is impossible for us to believe that after so many years of being with the same person and spending so much time with the same person that we won't develop feelings. You're only lying to yourself because that's not possible unless you're a robot. So anyhow, nowadays a lot of people, that's all they want is sex. Especially guys. Let's be honest. Let's put the cards on the table. Especially guys. And depending on the age and where they are in their life, that plays a very, very big factor as to where they are as far as mentality-wise and as far as commitment goes. And a lot of people are afraid of commitment due to previous relationships that didn't work, due to infidelity in previous relationships and pain that they don't want to have to relive again. But unfortunately, I'm here to pop your bubble because that's a risk you're going to have to take with any relationship till you find the right person, till you find happiness. And you're not going to ever be 100% happy, and you're never going to find anybody perfect because there's no such thing as perfection. And all of those happily ever after romantic cartoons that we grew up watching are not realistic, are not real life. So you're always going to find some flaws in the person that you choose to be with, but you are the judge as to whether or not those flaws work for you or not, and whether you're able to overlook those flaws and continue to build and have a prosperous future and relationship with this person. So yeah, dating is like shooting, like playing roulette. You never know when you're gonna hit or when you're not. And most of the time it's heartache, and most of the time it's disappointment, and most of the time it's depressing. And yeah, I know I'm not encouraging anybody to want to date, but hey, I'm just being honest. Especially for those who are actually looking for love. Those are the ones that always end up getting the short end of the stick. Those are the ones that always end up getting hurt or friend zoned, and it really, makes them want to give up. Like they don't want to continue to try because they're afraid of rejection. They're afraid of, having to go through that whole process all over again. And who wants to repeat something that hurt them that bad? Nobody. You'd rather avoid it. But at the same time, you can't just, fall down and stay there. You have to be able to pick yourself up and continue until you do find what you want, because there is someone out there for everyone. So this is my advice to you. Don't give up. Stay faithful and just continue to work on yourself, your self-love, your self-worth. Know your worth and love yourself enough to be able to say no if it's something that you don't want, or if it's something that's not working for you, or if it's something that you know is not going to lead you anywhere. A lot of the time there is red flags that you can see, such as guys that say, I have children and still live at home with the mother of my child, but we're not together. Really? Do you honestly believe that this person is not still sleeping with their mother or father of their child, especially if they're still living under the same roof? That automatically is a red flag, and that automatically is already a no. Hell to the no. I'm pretty sure you're still sleeping with that person, and if they aren't, which there are very few, instances that, they may be telling the truth, but they may just not have the job or the funds to be able to move out or what have you. But 9 times out of 10, they're lying. They're looking for someone to have sex with and someone outside of the person that they're already with. And this is their excuse, their reason to get you in their trap, to lure you into this big mess of drama of them still being with the mother or father of their child and still living with and still sleeping with and still having a home with this person. No, if a person is really serious about being with you, they would not be trying to build anything with you while they're still living with the mother or father of their child. They would not be trying to do any of that stuff. If anything, they would be trying to be working on themselves to get themselves out of that situation, so then they could reach out and build something with someone new. But if they're trying to start something while they're still in this living situation, then that's already a red flag that person isn't looking for anything but sex, and that's all it's going to be. There's no way that they could take you seriously when they don't even take themselves seriously, and when they can't even respect their significant other that's at home, the mother or father of their child. So no, I would not ever recommend anyone to give anyone in that predicament a chance, because if they're doing that to their partner, they will do the same to you. It is a repeating cycle, a never-ending cycle. Also, with the people that are in a relationship and admit that they are in a relationship, but they're going to get out of that relationship, hell to the no. If you really want something serious with someone, you'll get yourself out of that situation and then start something. Not try to start something while you're still in that relationship. No, because in the long run, you're going to be playing this side person, the side person that is never going to win. You know what I mean? You're trying to compete with this other person, their significant other, for this trophy, which is this piece of crap trophy of a person that in the long run is still going to stay with their significant other, because they had never had any intentions of ever leaving them. There is nothing wrong with their relationship. There is something wrong with them. And therefore, they're reaching out to find someone that's willing to play, that they can lure into their trap. And a lot of women, a lot of men, unfortunately, do fall into this trap. And they do sit around and wait for this person to get rid of their significant other in hopes that eventually they will choose them. In the long run, this is a lot of heartache, a lot of waste of time. And you're never going to find the person that would actually make you happy, and the person that will be respectful and love you for you, and the person that you won't have to compete for or fight for, or a person that, is just yours, because you're overlooking them. You're not giving anybody a chance because you're too stuck in this situation, trying to compete, trying to be the better person, trying to get this person to leave their significant other. No, not going to happen. And in some situations it does happen, but in the long run, the same fate that their partner faced while they cheated with you will be the same fate that you will face with someone else. Because once a cheater, always a cheater is the same. And I know not everybody continues to be a cheater. Sometimes people do fall out of love with their significant other. Sometimes people do find themselves unhappy. And that doesn't mean they're a cheater. But what starts off wrong always ends up wrong. So if you don't want that karma and you don't want that on your conscience, I always tell people that if you find yourself in a position where you feel unhappy, where you feel like you want something else, where you feel, you just want out, or whatever the case may be, then you need to be a woman or you need to be a man, and you need to grab your balls and you need to tell your significant other, you know what, this isn't working for me. I'm not happy, or I want to see other people, or whatever the case may be. So then this way, this karma doesn't stay with you. So then when you do decide to build with someone new, it's fresh and there isn't any extra ties or drama or anything like that. And you are able to start something with someone who will be able to trust you because they know that you mean what you say. You're a committed person. You're trustworthy and loyal. So if you want to continue to have that title, I would suggest that you do not try to mess around while you are still involved with someone else. Not okay. Not in any shape or form. So those are the type of situations that you should avoid. You should never put yourself into, because in the long run, you will always end up with the short end of the stick. You will always end up hurt. Now, for the people that get friend zoned, I would also recommend don't put your hopes up. Don't put too much effort into something with someone that you know is trusting in you too much, telling you too much personal information, talking about the opposite sex with you when you are the opposite sex and you are trying to be more than a friend to this person, because that already is an automatic confirmation that you are a friend. They don't see you as anything more than a friend, maybe an older brother or sister, and nothing more. Once you get to that point where this person is open up to you about their troubles and, telling you, about other women or men, depending on, whether you're a man or a woman, that's already a really big red flag that they friend zoned you. And they're looking for advice from you so they could see how to pursue this other person. And it's not you. So I would get myself out of that situation if you're not able to just be a friend. A lot of times it does happen, unfortunately. So it all depends on how you pursue the situation. If you pursue the situation with wanting it to build with time, but you don't make it known from the beginning that you're interested in more than just a friendship, unfortunately, a lot of times it does turn out to be a friendship because this person isn't clear about what you want. So they take it as, okay, this person's really nice, but they haven't, made a move. They haven't, told me that they want something more. So in my mind, they're just a friend. You know what I mean? And that just happened a lot. So just keep in mind that if a woman likes you or a man likes you, they're not going to talk about their exes. They're not going to, not their exes. They're not going to talk about other people that they're trying to pursue while talking to you. Because if they like you too, they're not going to want to scare you away. They're not going to want to talk about anything other than you. And that is another way for you to know whether they're really interested in you or not. Some people will go on dates with you. In your mind, it's a date. But if you don't let it be known that it's a date, in their mind, it's just two friends going out to have a cup of coffee or two friends going out to have lunch. So we have to be adults and we have to be clear about what it is that we want. We shouldn't play games or do the roundabout thing, because a lot of people do that and just assume that this person will get the hint. No, we're not mind readers. We're not psychics. So no, unfortunately, a lot of us can't read those signs. So you're going to have to be straightforward. That is the best way to be. That is the best advice that I can give anyone, is always be straightforward. Always be clear about what you want. Don't ever settle for less than what you want and deserve. And always know your self-worth, so that therefore you will never allow anybody to treat you any way they want to treat you, because a person can only treat you how you allow them to treat you. You don't accept none of that bullshit, then guess what? Can't nobody ever step on you or treat you anyway. I've come to that realization already, and I will never allow anybody to ever treat me less than what I am and what I deserve. So with that being said, yeah, dating sucks, but keep trying. Never give up. Make sure you take the time to really evaluate a situation before you get yourself involved. Don't dive head first. Take your time and always be honest, straightforward, and you will find someone for you and you will prosper, and your relationship will be awesome because you deserve that. So that about sums up my video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that bell so you can get my next video. And until next time, truthfully yours, be bold, Maddie's True.